Alright, this is a self-care reading for Taurus. It's kind of all over the place, so bear with me. And I do not have a tripod. My life purpose now is being a tripod, so bear with me. I had a new one. Somebody stole it. YMCA. What's up? I had my tripod broken, and then I bought another one. Somebody stole it out of my car. So, it's a great day. Anyway, so we have the High Priestess, juggling, multitasking, no psychic abilities, financial and, wealth related stuff. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So we have plans in motion, lack of luck, love, family, and relationships. So you might kind of be on your own journey. We have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords, the thoughts that keep a person awake, a strife, logic, or a struggle to make sense of certain events. We have the Hermit. Let's see. Sacrifice without regard or regret. Self-care. So there could be some self-discovery, financial, or health issues that you might be handling at the moment. We also have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is vigilance, a struggle to stay ahead, work and business. So that's an interesting card. We also have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is waking up to an announcement, a calling, strife, logic, or a destiny. So it might be a call of destiny or self-purpose. There's Five of Pentacles, tradition, spiritual, authority, deceit. There could be financial and health in this also, as well as a religion or a leader of some kind. So you might be dealing with some, politics type things as well. So, the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is caution, potential, and strife and logic. We also have the Page of Cups, which is subconscious thoughts coming to the surface, contemplation. There could also be love, family, and a relationship here. And we also have the King of Swords, which is wisdom, experience, and authority. So it's kind of like an enterprise type thing. So you might have your own business, or you might be part of like a big company like Amazon, or other stuff that has to do with like the world. You can also have like your own business, or it's kind of like international dealings and things. But with this, it's kind of like you're dealing with work versus your love relationship. So you're like, oh, I can't go because I have to do this, this, and this. You might also be in an MLM. You might want to get her. I was watching the anti-MLMs I used to be a part of. Mary Kay. I wasn't under anybody. I was kind of like my own thing. But I would sell all the products, and I was the best seller. I couldn't really recruit anybody because I didn't feel right about it. But, yeah, I got, like, the highest sales thing, so, that was for something. They only give you a gold bar if you sell, like, a lot, which I did. So, anyway, if you're in an MLM, just remember, if you don't have a bottom line, you don't have a top line either, It's kind of what's going on. You have to have, like, people under you in order to make that a business. And a lot of people don't want to join because it's, like, scammy. You have to buy the product in order to place. and selling the product is just extra. But yeah, usually if you have people under you, like you get their money like half, or like I think it's like 10% of what they sell. It's kind of weird. But you actually might be dealing with that type of thing. You could actually do your own business and actually be more successful than joining an MLM, which is interesting. So let's see. Listen to your instinct, roll with it, go with the flow, meditate on it, face yourself, obey, and respect yourself. So if you feel like something's not working, you do have to admit that to yourself and kind of get yourself to a place of acceptance. And, if it's an MLM, get out of it so then you can better yourself. You need to gain back all that money, gain back all that self confidence, and feel better about yourself because an MLM's kind of culty. some some other businesses are too, but we're not going to get into that. A 9 to 5 job is kind of culty, but you do get like benefits with it. So it's like it's either benefits or do you want to be in like a cult thing, where everybody kind of gains credit from your sales. It's a weird situation. But anyway, we have a few other things. These could be obstacles, or these could be other things that will come into play for you. We have juggling, multitasking, moving beyond sorrow, understanding one's own feelings. We have reasoning and fairness. We also have the choice of security over risk, enjoyment of wealth. So the obstacles are what you set up for yourself. So if you're in a job where you're not really seeing the benefits of it, it's probably because a lot of the stuff is unreachable for like people that come in at the end. The only time where it's reachable is if you come in on first day, not on the last day, you know what I mean? So, like, if you're in an MLM, it's better to be the first one there than the last one there. With certain businesses and stuff, you need to kind of make your own hours, or you need to be able to be respected in your field. And that goes for career, salary based, or hourly based. So if you want to be manager, you kind of have to have managerial skills. And it's like making sure everybody's on the same playing field or the same wavelength. Everybody respects you and sees your value as a leader. And if something's out of control, you'd be the one that would take the slack for it and make it better or improve it in some way. And there's very few people that can do that. But usually being a leader in a business actually goes overlooked in some cases. So it's kind of better to be better than the person in charge sometimes. But anyway, we have a few channeled messages that I wrote down before this reading. We have creative work, budgeting, part-time study, writing love letters or texting love notes back and forth. A grandfather could be involved in somehow a family business, organization, homeschooling, a confident person, a loved child, the baby in the family, isolation due to anxiety, not accepting something as final. One doctor's opinion, for example, you will pull through, worrying about gossip and rumors, a gloomy personality, unpredictable authority figure, a confident leader, a confident speaker, a confident teacher, trouble with taxes, the worst, learning the hard way, a pessimistic person, a warning about fast cash schemes. So like I said, if you're in like any kind of scam, if it's an MLM, all that stuff is fake. In MLMs, they'll be like, oh, you should join so and so and go to this conference, which is kind of toxic in and of itself. But yeah, you could also have problems with your taxes because you probably bought something and you expected a return, but you're not really getting a return, and you're not really making the money that you were promised. So it's kind of going to make your taxes into a questionable source of income. So you're going to have a lot of problems with that, okay? I don't know what else to say, but I feel like you have a lot to think about and a lot to do in your personal life to make yourself feel better. Maybe be your own boss, maybe gain the recognition you feel like you deserve or you deserve. And, get out of a constant living paycheck to paycheck or living paycheck to weekly, handouts. Some people are actually doing that. But I respect people. I'm not gonna like get charitable on them or anything. But like I see the struggle out there. But for a lot of people, they never get out of the mentality of, hey, I can make this better for myself, or I could change my mind about certain things and do an actual job that I'm qualified for, that I feel better about doing. But everybody wants fast cash, which is never a good idea, and it could be really like heartbreaking for some people to admit that they were taken advantage of or scammed in certain situations, like an MLM scheme or a or kind of like a thing that's kind of like, oh, you can do this too, and it's very easy. Like you're spending time yourself trying to achieve something that's the unachievable goal, you know? And it's just like running yourself down in order to achieve something that's a total miss. Okay? Anyway, Taurus, hopefully this helped you out. I'm going to probably have more stuff coming up in the next couple weeks for you that'll help with personal or, um, just how you feel. I feel like feelings are a big thing for everybody, and mental health is a big thing for everybody. So I'm going to try to do something that's kind of like my project I'm working on in order to help a lot of people. I've been overcoming my own depression and things and my own mental health, but I had to actually take hold of a lot of things in my own life and make edits. I had to self edit and then re edit stuff I was doing and stuff I had to take care of, debts I had to take care of, and things like that. So it's a lot. But it is part of self care to actually settle debts and settle certain things that you never thought you would. If you can't settle the debt, you can always talk to, I think it's the IRS hotline. You can actually talk to them, and they'll try to work a payment plan or something out with you if you're going through that with your taxes, or you can talk to an accountant. Some accountants have dealt with the IRS in the past, so they will be able to advise you better than I think an attorney would. But you can talk to an attorney too. I think some of them might have had some trouble with that too, and they might be able to advise you. But I would go with an accountant because they'll deal with the insurance companies and stuff, and IRS a lot more than I think anybody else would. But yeah, a lot of people like they just don't worry about it, and it becomes an issue, and then it becomes toxic behavior, and then it hurts a lot of other people down the road there. So it's better to handle it yourself than get like family members involved sometimes. But sometimes you do need to ask for help because it just makes it easier, okay? Anyway, I'm going to go on to the next reading. Hopefully, this helped you out and got you to the point of understanding where you're at. For a lot of you, it might have not, you know, been what you're going through, but you might be going through some mental like hold ups, or you might feel like you're not worthy of certain things. And you actually have to talk to somebody about that too. I go through that every now and again myself. I'm doing too much. I'm stressing myself out over the same categorical things that I've already done before. And I'm running myself ragged trying to complete a cycle. But you can stress yourself out and make yourself depressed, or you can make yourself anxious. Okay, so you have to handle things. And you might have to handle things over and over again until you feel like it's calmed down. But for people that don't do that, they're constantly not, you know, in the realm of being human. I feel like everybody has problems, but the people that say they don't, I feel like they have the most. So don't be one of those people that has no problems at all. Handle your problems. Handle your problems by talking to people. You might not be able to solve your financial problems right away, but you can talk to people in order to try to settle debt, or try to, get into an arrangement that would help you and not make you so stressed out. Okay? Anyway, I'll see you in the next one, alright?